Are you someone who wants to be a gacha tuber, but you are like broke as heck? No worries, I'll show you the process of making a gacha video. Yes. If you go to KindMaster, okay. See, I make a lot of gacha videos. Nobody ever watches them because they're useless and boring and stuff like that. I'm just kidding. They're amazing. Look at this. Look at this. If you see, I have made don't question what type of things I watch. I do not care about that. Okay. Yeah, no. But okay. See, I posted the Water the Roses music video an hour ago and got 11 views. Personally, if you just started, that's a lot. I started a year ago. When did I start making gacha videos again? When did I start? So, check this out. At first, you're not going to get a lot. I started making videos and learned how to do it from scratch 10 months ago. And if you look at them, there's this stupid bar. That's because I use an Android. I literally still have it right here. I can't circle it because, well, the drawings won't appear for some reason. But I use an Android. And there's a stupid bar underneath. So, I use this app called KindMaster. And a lot of 2018 gacha tubers use it. Some may still right now, but I don't see any of them. I am currently like a horrible one. A horrible gacha tuber. I'm still stuck in 2018. But you somehow still get views. I have one that's like, the highest I've got is 300 views so far. I'm extremely grateful for it. And okay, so first of all, you need to think of like, you start out, right? So you start out wanting to make gacha. So my first app personally was KindMaster. And I'll show you how it works step by step. Okay, so you don't have all of this because you just started. So download the app and you click create new. Enter project name. Okay, so I'm gonna title this one default for viewers learning to make gacha. And you just add whatever the title is gonna be for your new video. And here, you see this, right? So, you then go into gacha. Whatever gacha app you use. I personally use Gacha Club, but you can do whatever you want. Just like you could think of Gacha Life or Gacha Life 2. Or you can just use this, Gacha Club. But I use Gacha Club because you know how Gacha Life is just not a great app for making videos on anymore. There's better apps, and for some reason my Gacha Life 2 does not work. Right? So yeah, it doesn't work. Don't ask why I still have it. I'm going to delete it soon. But so you go to your gacha, right? I have this right here because, you know. Bye. There. Okay, so you go to, you have your characters, right? So, let me just pick out my Noob Squad characters because I love Noob Squad. Where the heck did he go? Bacon. If you have this much, you can already find out that, yeah. It also takes some time to get used to making good gacha OCs. Because, well, if you couldn't tell by my old videos, then you could probably see that, look at this. What is this? Why are they all white? Why are they all white? Why? I was lazy to change their skin color, okay? Eventually, I personally changed their skin color to match their original designs. But I was way too lazy to actually change their skin colors. And yes, I still am. Unless it's actually supposed to be canon to what they're supposed to look like. Like, maybe Acorn, Bacon, I guess, they all have white skin. Newbie has yellow skin, and Elliot does too, if you know who I'm talking about. And are in the fandoms that I am in. But you probably aren't, because Noob Squad is underrated as heck. Iris is my own OC, okay? So let's say you have this gacha OC, right? So get rid of her face shadow. Damn it. There you go. So here we have Iris here, right? So come over here and get rid of her. You can, if you don't know how this app works, then I can show you how to do it, do gacha life. I'll show you how to do gacha life or gacha life too. It's just not right now. So there's this background color, right? This only works in these right here. The ones that are black and white, they only work on these ones. You can also move the background around, scale it. So you can do this. It doesn't work on these, but you can do this, and you can move it around, and the background will show what you have made, what you have did. So this is the default. This is how it's supposed to be like when you first enter. 1100. Yes, and you can just choose background from here. Foregrounds, they basically just overlap on top of the backgrounds. Like, if you want it to rain, you put this or this. No one actually uses the rest of them, actually. They mostly use the rainy stuff, falling leaves, feathers, that. And mostly these. It's for oh my god, it's so dark. This is so bad. Type of thing. I'm pretty sure you know how to do this by now, but there's some special effects that I haven't learned personally. This is the background tint. Right here. Right here. Look at this. I'm going to put this on. So this is the background tint. You can change the color of it if you want to. And you can change the tint so that it shows the opacity. This makes it 100 makes it all the way there. You can't see the background or anything, which is what I use in Gacha Live personally to make my backgrounds just one color. Or you could use the background color right here. It overlaps above the background tint for some reason, and I don't know why. But you can use this and just change it to the same color too, to make it the same color. But either way, it works. Toggle outlines. I haven't experienced toggle outlines. Oh, well, that's what it does. Toggle outlines basically just makes the characters have like outlines if you wanted to. Pets are basically just boo. These are pets. They have outlines. Nobody ever uses pets. They're basically just like objects. Objects are just like, if you want to add a chair, add a chair. You can add a chair, change it. But if you go X out of it, you can't move that chair. You have to click objects and then click the object. Basically. So basically, if you go here, I'm using an Android, ignore that. So you take a picture. And this is the narrator. You use this to add all the dialogue you want to, if you want to. Use this as the dialogue. In KineMaster, there's also this feature where you use text. Most people use that to make them speak, but I use this personally. So, the display narration shows if you want to view the narration or something. Position shows where it is. If you put it in mid, it goes in the middle. Nobody ever uses that. It also goes at the top too. There's also the chat where you can make the character speak. It's similar to Gacha Life, where you just make them speak like, "Hi." Do you move? Damn it.
I'm barging in.
See, so you can say that. Anyways, so the name changes how you want to see the name. I need to get into the radio style. So the name can vary to different types of styles. This is like the Roblox. This is like, no, Minecraft. You know, Minecraft words. But it can vary between different things. The style changes if you want to see how you want to see it and stuff like that. The bubble changes the type of bubble you're using. So this is the standard bubble. This is the thought bubble. This is the bubble. The font does basically the same thing as the name, just for the talking type of stuff. Delete button just deletes everything you've done. Name color just changes the color of the name. Tag color changes the color of what you're saying. And bubble color changes the color of the bubble. And the outline color changes the outline of the outline of the bubble's color. Emotes just do this. Most 2018 gacha tubers use them. Not anymore because they're not in 2018. But you're starting out, you'll learn eventually. Okay. So look at this. If you go over to KineMaster, right? So this is Iris. This stuff moves, changes the length of the picture. So if I say, you are all idiots. So let's say I put that there, right? Let's say I put this here. So you add it here. My personal strategy for using this and timing it correctly is by clicking the play button while saying what they're saying. You are all idiots. You are all idiots. You can read it out loud while being able to time it. You can read it out loud without being stopped and having to pause, which I think personally is annoying. You are all idiots, and you can actually think too. Yes, you are all idiots. I hate Evelyn. Put I hate Evelyn right here. Just be like, yes. Now put this all together in a whole gacha video. It's time consuming, I know. I hate Evelyn. if you get these type of pop-ups for no reason, my initial strategy is, because I'm lazy, I put handwriting over it. So like, if I move it right here, you click handwriting and then you can write all over it. So the text is for you to put the text here. For you to put text down. I usually use text for fun. So if you check in my na video, which I have currently, stupid. They barely have any ads, but if you do, they're easy to skip over, which is why I love KindMaster. So here, this is my na video. Where is it? Where is na at the market? Why am I pressing on to song? At the market. Why do I sing better when I'm not? Okay, here's na right here. So you see I added text, like lyrics, right? This is used by the text feature in the app. Sometimes it'll say the original file is missing. That's because it's either you moved it or deleted the original file. I happen to experience that a lot. So the reason how you do music is by so you take so let's say you want something. I found credits to this guy. You add
game called Mother. Now something is seriously wrong with Mother. We can already tell by the stuff that.
Or you can't do that. I'm already recording. That is stupid, idiot. Okay, but anyways, so adding music is easy. So you take a random audio, right? So let's say you want a screen recording. You have a screen recording. So you click on it, shrink it, and then send it away into the pit of shame behind here. It's a random glitch that actually happens. So it happens like it's now around here and you can't get it out, but you don't. So if you want it to actually appear there, you do not want to use that. What's helpful for reaction videos is that, let's say your characters are all reacting to something. So we're going to casually change it to a TV, right? Ta-da, you have your scene, right? Also, I know it's so weird. It's like random characters. Look, I'm lazy to change it to the actual theme of the characters. So you take the picture. Right? So you take the picture. And then you add it to KindMaster. So then you add your why is it's onion, whatever. So here, so you put that media and you add the screen recording. Don't put it there. I do that mistake all the time. It's okay if you do that mistake a lot of times. So you have to click layer and add media. So then you add a where was the screen recordings here? So here's Newbie right here, and Newbie's lost Teddy. He's just like, yes, I lost Teddy. I don't know what to do. Please help. Newbie's so cute. So they're watching. You put it in the middle of the TV so that they watch it, then react to it. So then they're just like. So then add whatever expressions you want to add to them. It's just like, oh my god, what happened? You know? Bacon over there still embarrassed about the outfit he's wearing. Haha. And so on. Then you add it to the media, the actual media, by the way. So then you actually match it to fit with the video you're using. This has like 3 seconds. Typical newbie. The effect button uses basic effects like this. It blurs like parts of the photo down. This one specifically. So if it shows gore or something, you can just like boom, it's blurred out or something like that. So effects. Let's say you wanted to use this basic effect. Then it's just like, see this right here? It fades out, you can see. No one actually ever uses the effects. At least I don't. Maybe one day I will. Stickers will add like some type of, see this? If it has the king effect on it, it most likely means that yes, you will most likely need to pay for them. You survive without using any of those. I survived. You'll survive. Recording voices you over like, oh my god, newbie, Daddy, what am I doing? Oh, it adds your voice into the actual thing. You can also actually move these along. Oh my god, newbie, Daddy, what am I doing? So, also audio is basically you adding the music from here. If you don't know what music to use, audio is the perfect match for you. Recommend. So then there's also this right here. You also don't get copyright striked, okay? Which is a good thing. This AI feature I never actually looked at. I don't think you can use. So yeah, that's basically it. Also, you can actually say say you accidentally made your things like this, and you can't actually move them. You can't touch them much. You made them too short. Simply just zoom in and then edit it. So when you put it back out, you can actually move it around. So yeah, that's it. This right here, you can capture some of these things and add it as that. The thumbnail doesn't really play a role into it. Just there. Property settings. Snap the screen. I don't know what that's for. Snap the timeline. Yes, this is for like you can snap it to the timeline. So say it makes this cool effect when you put it next to this. Yeah, basically. This puts all this stuff on top and this on the bottom, so you can see it. Whoa, this is how it plays out. Wow, it plays out. Yay! Wow. Also, this right here is how you this is how you actually change it to how you want to be. If you're on a phone, then you would want to add. You would probably want to add it at portrait. So the thing would be up here, and then the stuff would be like down here. Landscape is how I am at right now. Orientation is basically where depending on how you put your it will change to that direction. Personally, I find that annoying, so I turned it off. Okay, so that's basically the type of stuff. How to export. So you go here, ignore all this junky stuff, and save as video. Ignore this, you can skip it, and then you save it. Depending on how long your video is, it depends on how long it would take this to save. So then you'll get, if you have enough motivation, you'll turn it into something amazing. Like my fever dream video. So it's just like, I'm having trouble waking. So look, there's this one right here. There's this. I'm having trouble waking from this fever dream, and it is so much more than what it seems. If only I could be a little true to myself whenever I begin to think of you. To do the animation stuff, because videos are just stay still, so grab a random character. Grab a character. So let's grab Newbie here. Oh, yeah. What the hell is this? Okay, so we have Newbie right here. So we go to the FX. It is animations right here. So you want to do the animations. Front hair. It moves. Every time you click it, it goes faster. Until it goes to 0. Where it stops. Back hair does basically the same thing. Blink. Your character is somehow blink. Wing is also the same thing. It's just you add wings and then they actually move. Whoa, majestic, you know? Cape is the same thing, but the cape moves. I personally don't find this useful because I never used cape in any way. But the cape moves. Add a tail, make it a furry. If you add a tail, where do you add those things? Where are they? What the tail. There's a tail. So, say your character was some type of furry. It moves, the tail now moves. But Newbie is not a furry. Newbie is a Robloxian and normal. Character name, birthday, age, you insert all that in. I'm not going to do that and risk my character's info being changed. Has a friendly personality and has many friends. Favorite character, favorite title, favorite club. You don't need to add any of that. Favorite food / drink, definitely not kale. That's actually canon, by the way. I do that for fun, but I don't mess with it. That actually is not true. Masculine, yeah. Looking back at these, they're stupid. They're not exactly canon. I think I needed to watch that Q&A again. Great by the looks of it. But the occupations are correct. Yes. If I check back again, yes. Job application. Basically saying he's unemployed. Okay, so import and export. They're very useful in Gacha Life too, but in the other apps, they're not available. Modified values might break the game. So, online importing, online exporting. Yes, they're all gone. Online, offline, online import, online export. No, they don't work. Offline import and offline export. It has a warning where modified values might break the game. I do not know what that means. I'm uneducated. I do not know what that means. Okay. Also, there's this thing. Important, please do not put any real-life information. Evelyn. I do not have a character that represents me. But if you do have a character that represents you, and you want to show off your OC, please make it a false. Make the information false. If you have a character that represents, that is you, and you have your exact age and birthday, and your exact name, and stuff about you, like address, phone name, B-day, age, etc. Then, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're in danger. If you already did this, please actually delete that post. Someone may be after you right now, which is actually scary to think about. But if you've never been exposed to the world except for your family and stuff, good for you. You still have time. But if you're popular and you shared it, then there might be a chance that someone's after you. I consider changing it right now, deleting that post you've made, and stuff like that. No, but please do it. Please. Which is why this is right here. It's extremely important to not put any real-life information. Evelyn does not represent me in any way. Evelyn is age 12. I'm not age 12. Her birthday is not the same as me either. My name isn't even Evelyn. It's something completely different that I'm not going to say. Also, I'm not a lesbian. My parents would kill me if I was. So, that's basically it, I think. Hope this helps. I think most of you know how this game operates by now, but I just wanted to show you all the awesome things. Things that I have personally learned. There's also a tutorial. It goes over the basic stuff. And stuff, you know. Force keyboard? What does that do? What does that do? Force keyboard? What does that do? Hope that didn't do anything horrible. Well, that's weird. Whatever. Ha.